Hello， 大家好，我哋 GamePlayHK 又嚟到霍格華茲的傳承啦。今集一開頭咧就會做翻少少副任，呢個系列會係咁噶啦，做下副任，做下主線咁樣。因為副任可以獲得到啲咒語翻嚟啊，所以咧可能每條片都有少少長啊，希望大家都欣賞埋啲副任情節啦。中意我哋玩呢個系列記得 like 同埋 share 俾朋友仔支持我哋。好，而家開始。咁一開頭咧我就換翻少少衫，準備咧係做啲要騎掃把嘅任務。而家我哋去活米村火車站啊，任務咧就需要我哋篤爆5個喺上空嘅氣球。我諗係呢個，不過我想攞落去個火車站先。
Revelio
呢個車站咧，自從1800年代早期就存在㗎啦。嗰陣時魔法部部長咧就買咗1輛蒸汽引擎嘅火車，負責載啲學生去霍格華茲。整呢個車站咧，原來係之後咧對麻瓜工人咧施放許多記憶咒，仲要係好大規模添。好羨慕，我都想學得呢個記憶咒，真係可以為所欲為。哎呀，唔可以入去㗎。咁啊，專心篤晒啲波去啦。另外去埋灰地奇球場上仲有5個。
Brilliant。
再翻去古村夫人嗰度啊，睇下佢 office 喺邊先啊，好近嘅啫。哇！又多咗任務啊！召喚者球場對戰，古村夫人啲波我哋搞掂晒。
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
如果我哋答並沒有，佢會唔會放我留堂呢？吓？試一試先。
I don't need extra work to become a better flyer.
You may not realize it, but steady practice and discipline will undoubtedly improve your flying skills. I would not assign you work that I did not believe was beneficial to you. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius.
其實答咩都會教我呢個咒語，我覺得。
Pay attention to your wand work.
冰凍咒。嗱，學咗呢個咒語咧，凍飲唔使加3蚊。
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
咁呢封文件嘅衛斯理寫俾古村夫人嘅，就係邀請佢嚟霍格華茲教書。睇嚟衛斯理晨早識佢噶啦。橫濱港附近嗰時，應該係嗰時嗰啲回憶好開心啦。
Glacius. There you go. Catching on quickly.
哇！跟住個副任就係需要用拉索術打空中嘅敵人。
Levioso, Depulso. Yes.
任務更新咗啦，要朝頭早出席呢個占卜課。着啲黑魔法嘅套裝。咁呢個傳送點之前都嚟過嘅，呢一邊教大家揾啲嘢。原來占卜學嘅課室就喺呢一度。我好想占卜下咧，究竟即係我想揾6個 number 出嚟啊
Revelio
呢度好似已經有個水晶球。唔知有冇機會算到啲 number 出嚟？我要6個，6個就夠噶啦。
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be eliminating class.
望一望啲同學仔先啊！ 希望各位都可以一夜致富。好啦，首先揭下啲牌，咁開心喂，唔係玩潛烏龜啊嘛？占卜要專心啲，集中精神。喂，咁開心係咪有 number？ 哇 ，Miss 對佢眨一眨眼。有水晶球，大家有冇清澈嘅心靈之眼啊？茫茫到未來。要閱讀茶葉啦！哎呀死啦，咁緊張，你未見到90啊
？So knowledgeable.
欣賞下呢間教室先。
Revelio.
我可以睇獎喎，可以教到同學睇個生命線啊！以為咁麥玲玲勁啲定我哋呢個教授勁啲啊？100年之後咧，仲有個崔老尼教授添。咁而家我哋就上去認識下呢一個歐內教授。
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
個任務太簡單啦。
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
睇下先啊，我就應該唔會揀唔輸華嘅。玩呢隻 game 應該就到處都係危險嘅，不過最終都會勝利。而勝利原因我就看見到力量。點？我準唔準？你話啦。
I see good things. After all, the future's mine for the taking, and I shall take what I must.
The future is not etched in stone. It can be carved out by those with very strong wills, and you do seem to possess one. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
我以為都係啊，衛斯理寫俾教授叫佢嚟做嘢嘅。點解佢哋啲聘請文件周圍擺嘅咧？
Descender!
哇，冚落地下喎！呢招可以將人哋。喂，大家中意崔老尼教授啊，定係我哋呢一隻 game 裏邊嘅歐內教授咧？我哋同佢傾偈先。
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
占卜學係咪可以賺好多錢㗎？
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
The art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
佢係立立嘅媽媽嚟㗎。自從佢嚟教書之後咧，立立都過咗嚟呢度讀書啦。立立佢係插班生，同我哋一樣。
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
好啦 ，OK， 得閒同啲教授傾下偈咧都幾好嘅。誒，呢嚿嘢夜晚要嚟收集嘅喎。嗱，可能我會遲啲咧就一次過先至收啦。好似話有幾十個嘅。同學仔好耐冇見你啦 ，Sebastian 我仲要有埋佢妹妹添喎，我哋做呢個任務啊，莊園的陰影下。哇！哎呀〜因為咧，我哋要去探佢妹妹，所以咧，我哋會去到一個好遠、好遠、好遠、好遠。哇！遠到咁樣啊，去呢邊喎。咁我由呢個傳送點過去啦。因為做同學嘅任務咧，我就換咗啲關於學院嘅外觀啊。咁呢件斗篷咧我就拍咗片點樣攞噶啦，教大家。唔知點解飛嗰陣咧，個 pat pat 拱起咗一嚿嘢，咁啊需要揾16條巧妙鑰匙嘅。有興趣咧睇翻我之前嘅攻略片啦。哇！係啊，咁我玩下嘢先。
Castle must have been quite stately in its time.
我哋飛去做主線，順便欣賞埋個風景，好快到嘅啫。巴樹人嘅任務接任個位置喺呢一度，開埋呢個傳送點先。
Handy reason.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
仲有個商人 ，hello， 有冇特價
Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiaye, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
喂，買嘢前可以八卦下呢條村喎。
I'm curious to know what's happening in Feldcroft. Might you have any insight?
An incredibly unpleasant goblin called Belgroth the Bludgeoner has been tormenting everyone he encounters.
咁恐怖
Feldcroft borders goblin country, but we've always lived in peace with their kind. Until recently, that is. Some claim that Belgroth and his associates are in league with Ranrock. I don't know if there's truth to it. Whatever the case, their constant meddling is devastating business. Everyone feels unsafe. It's quite serious.
所有壞事都關阿 Ranrock 嘅事啊。
What do you sell here?
Glad you asked. I sell the finest array of beast byproducts you'll find in the entire countryside. If you don't believe me, feel free to look about. Eventually you'll return. They always do.
唔知點解我硬係去親啲鋪頭咧，嗰啲店員都係咁樣講啊。我哋啲嘢最正㗎啦，你唔信去其他地方望一望。
What brought you to own a shop in Feldcroft?
Beautiful place, isn't it? Although I admit I didn't choose it. It chose me. I was raised here. It's always been my home. As for the shop, I suppose my line of work chose me as well. I've always loved working with beasts. And my twin girls adore them. Wouldn't be surprised if they took over from me one day.
哦，咁即係話有機會見到佢即係妹妹嘅分店喎，可能有咩買先咁樣。
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today?
係一啲動物嘅原料。咁當然我唔會買住啦，我有需要先過嚟啦，唔需要買定嘅。又或者如果我哋其實喺荒山野嶺打野獸，唔知會唔會執到？
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
即係為咗望多少少啊！
I do love to reminisce about days gone by. Wish I had a pensive to see my memories more clearly. Lately, I've found myself yearning for the family holidays we used to take when I was young. I miss Romania. The dragons, not so much.
佢想要個儲屍盤啊！
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like
Revelio.
竟然喺個井度揾到啲嘢。費德羅特水井就喺400年前已經乾咗噶啦。當時係正經歷某場大乾旱啊，仲有好多人喪命，包括一名年輕嘅男孩。咁對方嘅父親咧，事發後咧好幾年咧拒絕與人交談。據說當時有一群慈悲心腸嘅女巫同埋巫師出現，並使用前所未見強大魔法恢復當地嘅水源啊，拯救所有嘅居民。咁即係應該係我哋喺儲屍盤見到4名巫師用古代魔法嘅畫面啦。果然八卦係有啲用啊！咁我諗都唔好抌咁耐波鐘啦，都要做翻主線嘅嚇。八卦完畢，遲啲再得閒再咪住。喺呢個世界嘅牛，同埋可以入嘅喎。
Aloha Mora.
喺呢啲咁嘅窮鄉僻壤，唔通我真係要入嚟打劫？攞到，哇！帝國灰銀色，套用翻先，呢個新嘅，好襯喎，我覺得。即用，唔好講咁多嘢。我揾翻個同學仔啦，真係要接任啦。
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
希望我哋真係有方法可以幫到佢妹妹啦。咁要去佢屋企打攪一下啦。
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
咁搞笑喂！你唔開門，要我哋呢一個外人開門？鏡頭一轉係佢開嘅。
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
咁唯有我哋入去睇一睇個情況啦。
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
可能你哥哥講得啱，但係我覺得就唔好刺激你住。好啦，我會盡力㗎啦。
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
誒，可以睇埋佢屋企啲信添。安妮寫俾佢哥哥，叫佢唔好掂啲嘢。到翻哥哥寫翻俾個妹啦，應該係個妹出事之後嘅，希望妹妹會好啲啦。OK， 咁就應該都要出去揾叔叔噶啦。
Revelio.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
我覺得應該係一定有方法嘅，即係無私世界咩都有可能發生嘅。不過我覺得如果答呢一句嘢咧，佢會鬧我哋咯。
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
叔叔好激動，我都明白 Sebastian 平時嘅處境噶啦，咁所以都唔好再刺激佢啦。就答，我諗我答我理解會好啲。
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children, especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
又到翻嚟啦，而家好似啲家庭調解員咁樣。
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
嗱，你見啦，我連衫都換埋啦，我一定係撐你嘅。
I'll admit I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
嗱，放心啦，嗰班友我哋對付過噶啦。
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
啱啊，我哋就係去睇睇佢要調查啲乜，咁緊張。
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
嗱喺山上邊嘅，但係點解我哋唔用掃把飛咧？係咪啊？啱啱上完堂嘅啫喎，你唔記得咗點飛啦？睇先，決鬥技巧啊！佢就話要我用呢個拉索術。拉索術就將一名敵人擊飛去另一名處，另外要反擊。睇先啊，嚟啦！呢邊都好似有，我幫你啊！我呢邊搞掂，跟住呢隻落地，哇冇得反擊，執埋啲嘢先啊！我先啱啊，有嘢執，血色面罩。上面都仲有嘅，不如我哋試下玩潛行。我諗可以整石化佢啦。一個，順便啦，隔離啫。冇事，整埋呢隻晶晶石花。樓下嗰個，咦咁奇怪嘅樓下呢個 keep 住黃色嘅，佢咪睇緊同伴啲詩啊？佢搜尋啲咩？我喺呢度喎。哎呀！照打，舒舒服服唔得嘅，係要見到我。講到嚟啦咩？佢鬧完我又，佢上去係咪防守緊啊？哇！四方八面嘅喎。等我碌翻個好啲嘅位置先啊！紫色。再嚟！哇！呢個好煩，係咁追住我打。紫色拖咗。哇！打同學，哎呀！企翻前啲先得。OK。5蚊雞喎，仲有喎原來。聽到把聲唔見人， 好近啊，好近啊！
Oh, you seem tired. Leviosa.
爆咗！
A miss. I won't.
Repulsor.
I confess, that was a
哎
bit
呀
more than I
，finish 啦
bargained
原
for.
來。
I tried to warn you.
嗱，手刮下先啦，我哋。等陣先啊 ，Sebastian 會唔會執漏？打咗咁多怪，呢度咧似係要恢復架車喎。我要恢復嘅話就要呢、個復修
Reparo.
係咪啊？
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
原來佢妹一心係想救人，點知就可能見到佢啲秘密啦，會唔會啊？
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
好啦，又嚟要搜索嘅時候啦。
Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
後邊有個像，幾百年前有個教授喺度住啊。
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
魔法部有用嘅咩 ？Sebastian 喺呢一個位，跟住喺我哋左邊
Revelio.
係有啲嘢。
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
嗱，呢啲像好有可疑啊！另外係咪佢哋嘅墓地啊？咦？終於喐啦！喂，過嚟啊！我見到有嘢撳啊！呢邊啊！ 行過嚟啦！你咁樣點睇啊？誒，真係好啦，我自己撳啊。
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
刻意將幅畫燒咗，令到睇唔到個樣。
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
哦，將我哋喺儲屍盤見到嗰啲嘢話俾佢知，可能。
Sebastian, This house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Depulso!
Huh, a stairwell. Why bother
Lumos.
blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
哦，伊希朵拉嘅日誌啊，7之2。原本佢嚟呢度為咗學習，想做啲嘢幫助人嘅，但佢內心苦苦掙扎，感覺好似魔法想要治愈大家，而佢就成為阻止呢一切嘅元兇。佢喺度諗啊，係咪要放棄希望？如果唔做多啲嘢，呢世會唔會後悔呢？佢冇辦法直視人嘅眼啊，因為佢知道呢，佢大可以減輕他們內心嘅痛苦。佢今日見到嗰名男子離開營地，就係嗰位讓佢想起佢父親嘅男子，幫助佢應該冇關係嘅，係咪？當然啦，呢個可以咧令佢進一步推展佢嘅研究，亦都係佢使用呢股力量做好事伴隨而來嘅結果。
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
仲有呢個係7之1，嚟到呢個營地已經第2個禮拜啦，每日都有更多人抵達現場啦。由麻瓜醫生甚至去到巫師界嘅醫者都盡力為幫助佢哋啦喺度。悲傷嘅感覺好強烈啊！喺呢個瘟疫中幸存落嚟嘅人呢，啲輩子都無法擺脱痛失親友嘅陰霾。發燒終究都會過去嘅，皮肉傷都會痊癒啦，或者留疤啦。但係心中難以承受嘅痛苦咧係唔會消散嘅。佢見到一名好似佢父親嘅男子啦，對方失去咗自己嘅孩子啊，非常有惻隱之心啦，好想幫助到佢咧，帶來一啲慰藉咁樣啦。佢就喺度思考噶啦，其他人可能係錯嘅，佢有能力可以幫助呢啲靈魂，無論係唔去幫佢哋或者抹除佢嘅痛苦，似乎都好霸道。我再了解多少少伊希朵拉啲嘢啦，越有能力嘅人點樣運用佢嘅能力去幫人啦，定點樣幫唔幫得晒咁多人
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Revelio.
好似就執晒。
Depulso.
哇！我炸開咗啲嘢。咦？有嘢吉到我。
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
哇！呢啲植物有刺㗎。
I know it sounds strange, but
Honestly, Nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
OK， 我哋要展示下我哋
Tempted to hold my breath.
嘅技能啦。佢已經習以為常，我哋經常講啲奇怪嘢，睇下係咪跟住嚟先。但係佢又冇跟喎，唔緊要，我諗我撳掣佢就嚟㗎啦。咦？呢度咪係
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
多咗個空間，呢度係佢平時嚟嘅秘密地方啊！連教授都唔知嗰個位啊！有冇咩咒語可以用啊？
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
死啦！睇唔睇得明啊？或者俾同學仔望一望先，佢上堂上得多過我哋。
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
哇！呢一關咧，又再多一啲資訊啊，關於伊希朵拉啊，即係同我哋主角同一樣能力嗰個以前霍格華茲嘅教授。希望之後劇情咧有機會揾到方法幫到啊 Sebastian 嘅妹妹啦。今集玩到呢度先，大家記得留意我哋 channel， 下集見 ，thank you， 拜拜。